Now be honest. Were you a good student at school?
Most of the time, yes, I like studying. What about you?
Let's just say I liked break time more than classes.
I can imagine that. So you were the talkative student, huh?
Maybe. But that's why I love talking. Now it's my job.
That's true. So today we're going back to school, but don't worry, no exams.
Thank goodness today's topic is school and education.
You'll learn how to talk about your school life, your teachers, your favorite subjects, and how to use English to describe your learning journey.
And maybe remember a few funny stories along the way.
Oh, I'm sure you have plenty.
Guilty as charged.
So are you ready?
Let's talk easy and go back to school.
Let's start with some basic school vocabulary. Repeat after us. Student,
Teacher,
classroom,
homework,
exam,
subject to
break time.
perfect now. Let's make some simple sentences. I go to school. I study English. My favorite subject is history. I have an exam tomorrow. I always do my homework.
Great. These short sentences are super useful. You can use them when you talk about your school or your study life.
And don't forget, you can also talk about feelings. For example, I like math, but I hate exams.
That's a classic one. Everyone says that.
Yeah, it's true. No one likes exams.
You can also say, I love my school, or my school is big and beautiful.
Or, my classroom is small but cozy.
Nice. And cozy means comfortable and warm, like a good place to learn.
Let's do a quick role play. Imagine we're students again.
Okay, but I want to be the smart one this time. Hey, James, what class do we have today?
We have English, first then science.
Cool, I love English, but science is so hard.
Yeah, too many formulas and numbers.
Same here, but at least we have art class after lunch.
Oh yes, art class. Finally, something relaxing.
That's how real students talk every day.
Exactly. And you can use the same sentences when you talk about your own school life.
For example, I start school at 8. I finish at 3. I have lunch with my friends.
Those small, simple details make your English sound natural and real.
So when someone asks, what do you study? Or do you like school? Now you know what to say.
And if you're not a student anymore, you can still talk about your school memories.
Yes, because school stories always make people smile.
Now let's talk about school subjects.
Great idea. Repeat after us. Math,
Science,
history,
geography,
English,
article,
music.
PE, physical education. Perfect. And you can say, my favorite subject is, for example, my favorite subject is English.
Or, I don't like math, it's difficult for me.
That was me in school math, and I were not friends.
I liked math. It was like solving puzzles.
Let's talk about teachers too. You can describe them using adjectives.
Yes, for example, my English teacher is friendly. My history teacher is strict. My art teacher is funny. My math teacher is very patient.
And you can say things like, my teacher explains things well, or she helps us understand.
Teachers are such an important part of our lives.
Absolutely. Good teachers can make even boring subjects fun.
That's so true. I once had a geography teacher who used to sing about countries.
No way. That's awesome.
Yes, I still remember some of those songs.
That's how you know education works when you remember it years later. You know, Anna, I'll never forget my first big exam in high school.
Oh, this sounds interesting. What happened?
Well, I was nervous, and I tried to look confident. But when the teacher gave the paper, I realized I studied the wrong subject.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a geography exam, and I had prepared for history.
That's every student's nightmare.
I tried to write something about rivers and mountains, but It was creative.
At least you tried. You know, schools are different around the world.
That's true. What was your school like?
In my country, we wore uniforms, white shirts, blue skirts, or trousers. Every morning started with a short assembly.
Oh, that sounds very organized.
Yes, and we had long lunch breaks. I loved eating with my friends.
That's the best part, school lunches and gossip.
Exactly.
In the UK, we also wear uniforms, but it's more formal blazers, ties, and everything.
Wow, and what about classes?
Classes were smaller, around 20 students, and we called teachers by their last names, like Mr. Smith.
Oh, we did that too. Miss or sir.
It's funny how schools are different, but the feeling is the same: friendship, learning, and fun.
Yes, education connects everyone, no matter the country. Let's connect this to real life. You don't have to be a student to talk about learning.
Exactly. Learning never stops. We all keep learning new things every day.
For example, you can say, I'm studying English online. I'm learning a new skill. I'm preparing for an exam. I'm taking a course after work.
Perfect. And if you're a parent, you can say, my kids go to school. I help them with homework.
Or if you're a teacher, you can say, I'm teaching a new topic today. My students are preparing for a test.
See, education words are part of everyone's daily life, not just students.
That's right. You can also use school English to motivate yourself. Say things like, I'm learning something new every day, or education helps me grow.
I love that. It's not just about books, it's about growing as a person.
You can even use English while you study. For example, say to yourself, I'm opening my notebook, I'm reading my lesson, I'm doing my homework.
Those small sentences help your brain think in English.
Exactly, and that's how you make learning part of your real life.
All right, everyone. Time for our mini practice challenge.
Yay, we'll describe a school subject and you guess what it is. Ready?
Let's go.
We use numbers in this class.
Math. We learn about animals, plants, and space.
Science. We learn about the past and important people.
History. We draw and paint pictures.
Article. We run jump and play games.
PE, physical education. We learn about countries, maps, and oceans.
Geography. Great job, everyone.
Now for your challenge, write 3 sentences in the comments about your favorite subject or teacher.
For example, my favorite subject is English. My teacher is kind. I like learning new words.
Or I don't like math, but I study hard.
Short, real, and easy. That's how we learn best.
Exactly. You know, Anna, the best thing about education is that it never really ends.
That's so true, James. We don't stop learning when we finish school, we just start learning in new ways.
Exactly. You don't need a classroom to keep growing. Life is the classroom.
I love that. And English is the perfect example. You can learn it anywhere on the bus at work while cooking or watching a YouTube video.
Especially this one, TalkEasy English, is the best homework ever.
Yes, fun and easy, no stress, no tests, just real conversations.
You know, many of our viewers are adults who haven't been in school for years, but they're still learning English.
And that's amazing. It shows that learning has no age limit.
Absolutely. You can say things like, I'm studying English online. I'm taking a new course. I'm learning something new every day.
And those small actions add up step by step, word by word.
Let's give a few examples of how English fits into real life.
Sure, when you help your child with homework, say, I'm helping with schoolwork.
When you talk to your friend about studying, say, I'm learning English now.
When you watch a movie with subtitles, you can say, I'm practicing my listening.
See, you're already studying without even realizing it.
Exactly, and you don't need to study for hours. Even 10 minutes a day makes a big difference.
Yes, because it's not about time, it's about consistency.
You can make English part of your daily routine while walking, cooking, or getting ready for work.
That's why I always tell people, don't study English, live English.
I love that living English means thinking, listening, and speaking a little bit every day.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Every mistake is part of learning.
Absolutely. If you say something wrong, it's okay. You can just smile and try again.
Even native speakers make mistakes. I do it all the time.
Same here. The most important thing is to keep talking, not to be perfect.
You know, I met a woman once who learned English by talking to her plants every morning.
Really? That's so creative.
Yes, she said, my flowers don't judge my grammar.
I love that. That's the spirit of real learning. No fear, just fun.
So to all our viewers, use English in your real life.
When you order coffee, try saying it in English.
When you write your shopping list, write it in English.
When you think about your day, describe it in English, even just in your head.
That's how English becomes part of you, not just a subject, but a habit.
And remember, education doesn't stop at graduation.
Yes, life keeps teaching us new lessons every day.
And the more we learn, the more we grow, not just in English, but as people.
Beautifully said, Anna.
Thank you, James. And to our viewers, keep learning, keep dreaming, and never stop being curious.
Because every day is a school day, and the world is your classroom.
Exactly.
Learn step by step and talk easy every day. So today, we talked about school teachers, subjects, and learning habits.
You learned how to describe your school life favorite subject, and even your teachers.
And you practiced real sentences you can use in daily life.
Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments, what was your favorite subject at school?
Or what are you studying right now?
Share your answers. We love reading them.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your classmates or friends.
Keep learning, keep growing.
And talk easy every day.